Good evening. I have some extremely shocking and appalling news to report. I just cannot believe that Hollywood can be so satanic. I knew Hollywood was satanic, but this is just low down and dirty what these people have done. Okay, this is breaking news, and I'm really brokenhearted. I'm hurt. I cried about this today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Valencia Dantzler, aka Mother Diva, and you're watching Mother Diva's House, an entertainment news magazine show on Facebook and YouTube. I am also a community activist and the official Madam Ambassador of House and Electronic Dance Music, which is why I am wearing this house necklace. I'm very hurt and saddened at the fact that someone very close to me has been duped. For those of you who know me in the community, you know that I am the stage mother and confidant to Michael Jackson's daughter, Miss Paris Jackson. Well, I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw a post that Paris would be presenting at this year's Creative Arts Emmy Awards. I just immediately was like, huh? Excuse me? And I knew, I said, something, I mean, like most of you all that are watching this or saw it, it's like something is wrong with this picture. And before you guys start running and trying to attack her and all this, I am here to break this down and explain. I'm going to put her in the stream. Um, I immediately contacted my daughter because I consider her my daughter. Okay, she may not have come from my womb, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for Debbie Rowe because Mr. Jackson chose Miss Rowe to marry and give birth to his children. And I will always respect her as Paris's birth mother. But I am Paris's nurturing mother, her spiritual mother, her guide to teach her the things that she didn't get an opportunity to learn. Okay. I immediately reached out to her and was like, this is going to be a PR nightmare. What are you doing? Why did you do this? Who talked you into this? I had a ton of questions. And she responded and she said, hold on, mama. Wait a minute. She said, I was told that these were not the same Emmy Awards that gave the award to Leaving Neverland. I said, oh my God. I said, they didn't dupe my baby. I said, who lied to you? Who told you this? I could not believe what I was hearing. She said, it's not the same. They told me, I'm like, who told you this? The Emmys have duped Paris Jackson. The Emmys tricked Paris Jackson into presenting an award at the Creative Arts Emmys, which is scheduled to air Saturday night, which is tomorrow night on Fox. Okay? And this is what's so deep about this. She wasn't booked to present at the primetime Emmys. She was booked to present an award at the same award show, the Creative Arts Emmys, that awarded this movie, Lying Neverland is what I call it, that attacked and lied on her father. I am just appalled. I cannot believe that the Emmys had the audacity, the nerve, and satanic nature to invite this girl to present an award and not had the decency to apologize to her and her family after giving an award to a film that was a lie. And she did some research and she realized I was telling her the truth. She was conflicted for a while. She kept saying, Mama, it's not them. I asked this person and that person, they said it's not the same. I said, baby, they're lying to you. They're lying to you because they have an agenda. I said, it's go do your own research, Paris. And I just want you guys to know that Paris Jackson would never, under any circumstances, betray her father. She was tricked into doing this. Now, I know some of y'all gonna be like, well, come on now, Mother Diva, this don't make no sense. Now, she can't be that slow, stupid, dumb, whatever you want to call her. You don't understand, okay? Let me explain something to you guys. When Line Neverland first came out, Paris blocked everything. She blocked the attacks on her father. She blocked the attacks on herself. She blocked all the award shows that were honoring this film. She blocked it all out. She blocks a lot of things out of her mind. This girl has been through hell and back, okay? She has been sexually assaulted. She has had multiple suicide attempts. She's battled with drugs. She's battled with surgeries. She battles with health conditions. She's been through hell. But she still managed to be here and be strong. And I love her dearly. And as a mother figure in her life, I have taken it upon myself to try to protect her and educate her. Okay? And people are still lying to her. She has specific people in this industry, okay, that are so-called people who are looking out for her best interests, that are still lying to her, that are still trying to convince her that it is a different Emmy. I told her over and over again, I said, Paris, there is only one Emmys, there's only one Oscars, there's only one Grammy. Now I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, because let me take Paris out of here and I'm gonna put this other stuff in here so you can see what I have here. Okay, hold on, you guys. Okay, so let me take that out. Let me take this out. Okay, I gotta move down more. Okay, now this is, I gotta show, I'm trying to show some pictures. I had some pictures here. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to show you guys that video. I'm going to show you that video later. Okay, I'm going to have to upload it again. Okay, so I found what I was looking for here. Okay, let me take that out. Hi. Okay, now I want you guys to take a look at this. Okay, this is, I got this off the internet. You see where it says Leaving Neverland 71st Primetime Creative Art Emmy Awards. Okay, these were all the categories that that Line Neverland was nominated in. Okay, so I'm gonna move myself out of the way so you guys can see this. Now that you all have seen that one, now I'm going to take that one out. Yes, I want to remove that. I'm back here doing everything, child. Okay, now here is another one that I want to show you guys. Okay, You see where it says Dan Reed 71st Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Awards, and it shows a documentary of nonfiction or nonfiction special, okay, and directing a documentary nonfiction. I'm going to move myself out of the way so you guys can see that. Okay, now I can get rid of that. Okay. Now I need to, okay, we did that one already. Okay, I'm getting rid of that. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys in this stream the comparative analysis, because when I was trying to explain to Paris that it's the same show, I had to show her both this year's and the ones from 2019. Now this, okay, wait a minute. That's the, I'm sorry, y'all. Honey, I don't have no help back here. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. All right, here we go. I had the wrong thing in there. Okay, so this is a write-up on the internet about the 73rd Annual Creative Arts Emmys. Okay, so I'm going to move myself out so you can actually see that. So now you all have seen that, so I can get rid of that now. Okay. So it took me a while to really convince her that this was the same award show. And I'm just so appalled that they would even do something like this. I mean, this is very hurtful. Whoever approved this, whoever you people are that are working on this whole project with the Creative Art Emmy Awards and approved Miss Jackson to be a presenter, you were not thinking clearly. You clearly were not thinking what kind of backlash this can have on her. You weren't thinking about how she could have possibly been attacked and could still possibly be attacked. People saying she's betraying her father, you had to have known. I mean, all kind of stuff can be thrown at this girl. She's already fragile. Okay? And this is why, as a mother figure, I want to protect her and let you guys know that the Emmys tricked Paris Jackson into presenting an award. They lied to her and told her that they were not the same Emmys that gave the award for Lying Neverland. That's a lie. They are the same Emmys that gave the award to Lying Neverland, which was a film that lied on her father, bashed her father, and accused him of heinous crimes. And they had the nerve and the gumption and the fucking balls to invite her to present an award. No apology for allowing a film to be submitted in the nonfiction category, which was fiction. And not only that, I'm going to get back to that in a minute because I want to show you guys something. I want to show you this. When I went to look up when the Creative Arts Emmy Awards was going to air, it said it was going to air on FX. Okay. I went and looked it up. And on the schedule, it said 2019 Creative Art Emmy Awards. I'm going to roll this clip because the clip can explain it better than I can. I want you guys to check out this clip.
Okay, I want to show you guys something, because when you do shit like this, it can be construed as a joke, a bad joke, or some kind of conspiracy, or some kind of subliminal message. So I want you guys to check this out very carefully, okay? So Paris Jackson, which is her Twitter page, at Paris Jackson, PK is what she goes by, retweeted this, okay? It's from the Television Academy, and this was on August 26th, and this is what it says. If you're looking for some of this year's 2021 Creative Arts Emmys presenters, look no more. Expect to see the likes of Alex Borstein and Paris Jackson and RuPaul and others as they take the Creative Arts Emmys stage on Saturday, September 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time / Pacific Time on at FXX Network, hashtag Emmys 2021. Okay, so I'm doing some research here. So I click on their Twitter page, and this is the network that the Creative Arts Emmys is supposed to air on. So this says this is the official Twitter account for FXX Network. Okay? Go get FFX.com now to find out your FXX channel number, hashtag FXX. And that's the website, FXXnetworks.com. It says they joined March 2013. So I scroll down. It says they are following 20, but they have 14,800 followers. Okay, and AT&T Universe is one of them, I guess, because that's probably where you can see it. I'm not a fan of AT&T. I hate the word fan. Fan means fanatic, but anyway, I don't like AT&T. They're bad. Okay, so this is a tweet or something they retweeted from October 25th, 2017. Now, when I looked at this, I actually said, okay, maybe this is the pin post. But I scrolled down the page, you guys, and I want you to see this. Okay? And it says, they haven't tweeted anything since 2017. Okay? So I find that very strange. So now I'm going to click on the Fox Network. FXX Network's website. Okay, I'm going to click that. Okay, so now I'm at their website, right? Okay, now, as you all can see here, it says The Boss, which is one of their TV shows, which is a story of an ex-con and her former assistant build a brownie empire. I'm going to have to check that out if I can. I don't have cable, so I have to watch things online. Now, as you can see, it says September 17, 2021. So apparently that's coming on tonight, okay? So now I'm going to click on live TV. And I when I did this the first time, I just could not believe what I saw. But I'm going to just let you see it for yourself. Okay, so now here is the schedule. Okay, now I'm looking for the Creative Arts Emmy show that's supposed to come on Saturday, September 18th. So now I'm going to click on Saturday, September 18th. Okay, so now it says it's coming on at 8, but I live in Chicago, so most likely it'll be 7. So I'm going to scroll over to 7 o'clock. And I'm going to scroll down. This is FX East. And look at this. Look at this, y'all. I want y'all to see this. Okay? Because I don't know what kind of shit they trying to pull here, but I am really pissed. This says that at 7 o'clock on FX, the 2019 Creative Arts Emmy Awards. Are we in a time warp? Because the last I checked, this is year 2021. Now, it may not be exactly 2021 according to the scripture. The Bible say that this different years, but according to the Gregorian calendar, this is supposed to be September of 2021. So you're gonna put up the 2019 Creative Arts Emmy Awards. Is this a typo, or is this some type of joke or conspiracy or subliminal message? Because in 2019, you give an award to a film that was a lie. Leaving Neverland, which completely attacked and lied on Michael Jackson, was nominated for 5 Creative Art Emmys in nonfiction category and won Best Director. Now, if it would have been nominated for fiction and won fiction, I could have accepted that. But the Emmys broke their rules for 2019 and gave this movie, which was fiction, and it has been proven that it's fiction, an award. Okay, now I'm trying to see how to watch this year's Creative Arts Emmys because there are some presenters that I would like to see, and they don't even have 2021 up here. Can somebody from Fox explain this shit? I want an explanation for this, okay? And to deliberately take advantage of a young girl because she blocked out things that happened with her father is satanic and sick. You owe the Jackson family an explanation, an apology, and you all can burn in the lake of fire with your foolishness. I am appalled at this shit.
Okay, so as you guys can see, I did a play-by-play explaining. I have no explanation. I talked to Paris about this, and there's no explanation for this. We don't understand why Fox would have 2019 Creative Arts Emmys in the schedule listed in that slot. Okay, are you saying that you're going to show that? Are you saying that it's a typo? I reached out to Fox. I have not gotten a response on that. I don't know what to say about that. I just feel that there are some very powerful people in Hollywood who have it out to get Michael Jackson, and they are using his daughter to do it. They're continuing the legacy of trying to harm this man through his children now. Now you use an innocent, naive young actress to continue your destruction and harmful nature towards this man. For what reason? Because he was the most powerful African American man on earth? Are you that sick, satanic, and jealous? This is outrageous. This is just outrageous. I just, yes, Vera Hall is on the line. Just disgusting that the Emmys, and listen, I want you guys, all of you individuals that are in the entertainment industry, that are in the Michael Jackson community, boycott the Emmys. Okay? Because they clearly duped this girl. This really hurts me that someone would do this to her, trick her into presenting an award. And I don't even know what award it is. When I asked her, she was so just in a ball of confusion that I said, please don't tell me you're presenting in documentary category. And she didn't respond. Right now she's trying to process all of this. Okay. And some of you all, may feel like, Mother Diva, I'm not sure if I can buy this story, but I'm telling you, listen, I want you guys to understand something. Paris Jackson did not grow up in the entertainment industry. She grew up with an entertainment family. She was not taught the business. She may have been shown some dance steps, how to walk and move, and some of the things like that. but she didn't learn anything about the business. In fact, a lot of the Jacksons, okay, are not as familiar with the business that they should be. Let's go back to Joe Jackson, okay? I can tell you right now that Joe Jackson was not that educated, okay, when it came to show business. There were certain things he knew, there were certain things he didn't know. And to prove that to you all, you guys can go look this up. When Joe Jackson signed a contract with Motown, that contract clearly stated that Motown would own the name Jackson 5. I cannot say for sure what happened. I wasn't even born, okay? But I cannot sit here and believe that Joe Jackson read that contract and understood what he was reading. Because based on the type of man that Joe Jackson was, if he had really understood before he signed that contract that Motown would get to keep own the Jackson 5 name, he would have told Berry Gordy, you need to take this out. No one owns my boy's name. No one. In fact, they came to Motown as the Jackson 5. They got the name from a lady in Indiana. Her name is Evelyn LaRue. Okay, and she's a model. She's in her 80s now, still beautiful woman. Okay, she was having a talent contest, and they was entered into the contest as the Jackson brothers. After she saw them perform, she told Joseph, you need to change their name. We got so many brothers this and sisters that. Just call them the Jackson 5. She never asked him for no money or nothing like that, you know. And so he took her advice and changed their name from the Jackson brothers to the Jackson 5. Okay, and way before Michael started singing lead, if you guys go do your research, Michael wasn't even the lead singer in the Jackson Brothers. It was Jermaine. Okay, and there were other members in that band. Milford Height was the drummer, and Raynard Jones was a guitar player. Okay, Michael played the bongos. He was so little. This was in 1964. You guys got to do research, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is that either Joe Jackson didn't read that contract, or they used an attorney from Motown, and just somebody fadoogled him and just said, oh, Joseph, everything is fine. Just sign on the dotted line and we all good. We gonna put the music out. And that's probably what he did. And when they got ready to leave Motown, they were like, you can't, we keep the name. Read your contract. Joe was pissed. When they left Motown to go to Sony, they left as the Jacksons. They were no longer the Jackson 5 because legally Motown owned the name. And this is the problem. This is why I try to teach you all to educate yourself for whatever field that you're going to be in, because shit like this happens every day. Okay? Going back to Paris. Paris grew up in an entertainment family, but Paris did not learn the entertainment business. It's called show business. It is 90% business and 10% entertainment. When Paris was 17 years old, she signed a modeling contract. Her cousin TJ Jackson and Mrs. Jackson, her grandmother, were co-guardians, okay? And they signed on for her to become a model. And she became a model, and she signed on with other agencies and started acting in TV shows and movies. And now she's in she had a band for a while. Now she's a solo recording artist. Okay. But Paris never learned the business. I've been trying to teach her the business. And most models are just told, okay, put this on, walk down the runway, and come back. Most talent in this industry, everybody, is told what to do. You have teams of people that make deals. They don't include you in the deal. This has been going on for years. Now, you do have some talent like myself, okay? And there are some others that control their narratives, that control their brand, that is in every facet of their career. Okay. But for the most part, actors, singers, musicians, dancers, they're told what to do. They get booked, they go, they do it, and they leave. They don't even, this is their life. Okay. So the Emmys come to her, okay, 2 days before they're taping the show and say, okay, or they come to her people, yeah, okay, so we're confirming that Paris is going to present. And so she said they told me I was presenting an award at the Emmys and where to show up, and that's what I did. She said I didn't know it was the same Emmys that did that to my father. I would never betray my father. And I said, oh gosh. I said, I can't believe they did this to this girl. Why would the Emmys want to why do you keep fucking with Michael Jackson? Leave him alone. Okay? And I want to tell you guys something, and you could go look this up. The guy that was in charge of the nonfiction category at the Emmys, he died last year. I mean, of course, he was 93. You can Google all of this, okay? And it seems like everybody that tries to do something to hurt Michael Jackson and that family, something ends up happening to them. Either they die or they get real sick or their career gets all messed up. It's always something. Leave him alone. Now you're trying to attack him through his daughter. You're trying to be funny. Okay? You're trying to make a fool out of this girl. Yeah, they sitting around in the meeting. Oh, yeah, you know, why don't we why don't we get Paris Jackson to come and be a presenter? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be a joke? Oh yeah, let's see. We'll just tell her we're a different Emmys. She'll probably fall for it. You know, this is what these people do. And because she has been through hell and high water, she didn't think. She didn't think about it. And on top of it, she got 50 people in Hollywood telling her that it's not the same Emmys. They have created a delusion and an illusion, a smoke screen around this girl. I don't know if you all saw that movie. It was a movie with Jim Carrey where he was living in a fantasy life. That it was a reality to him, but it wasn't real at all. This is what they've done in Hollywood to these actors and actresses. This is what has been done to Paris Jackson. Okay. She has so many people telling her that it was not the same Emmys. And she believed them. She believed them. She was naive. Okay. But as someone who loves her and cares about her, I'm here to tell you guys, please just give her the benefit of the doubt. Please don't attack her. Please don't say she's betraying her father. You know, just give her the opportunity, you know, to just, I don't even know what to say, because at this point, she's been pretty quiet. I don't know if she'll be instructed to address it because I was afraid that people would attack her. Okay. And I wanted to make sure I got this video out before the Emmys aired. Okay. So I don't know if she's going to post a statement, if the Emmys is going to say anything, if Fox is going to say anything. I don't know what their plans are, but I just wanted to let you guys know that she would never, Paris Jackson would never betray, Paris Jackson would never betray her father. She was tricked into presenting at the Emmys. The Emmys lied to her and told her that they were a different Emmys and not the same Emmys that gave an award to Lying Neverland, which was a film that accused her father of crime. Okay, so before I go, I just want to show you guys one last video because I want to take you back to Lying Neverland. Oh, you're so sweet. Vera Hall just posted something. She said, thank goodness for you and your kindness, Mother Diva. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate what you're saying. Whatever I can do to help our youth, whatever I can do to help anybody, that's what I want to do. Okay, so I want to take you guys back to 2019 to the Creative Arts Emmys and their rules and regulations. Now, the problem with Lying Neverland, and first let me tell you what all it was nominated for. Okay, it was nominated for, in 2019, it was nominated for 5 Emmys. It was nominated for Outstanding Directing for a Documentary Nonfiction Program. It was nominated for Outstanding Picture Editing for a Nonfiction Program. It was nominated for Outstanding Documentary or Nonfiction Special. That's what it won for. It was also nominated for Outstanding Sound Editing for a Nonfiction Program on single or multi-camera, and Outstanding Sound Mixing for a Nonfiction Program, single or multi-camera. And the issue that I have with all of these nominations is that the film was fiction. The Emmys broke their rules. Some of y'all say, well, how do you know that, Mother Diva? How do you know the Emmys broke their rules? What did they do where they broke their rules? They created the rules and they went back on them. So now I'm going to play a video and I'm going to show you where the Emmys broke their own rules. And then we can discuss after you see this video.
Okay, so I am going to show you all the submissions, rules, and guidelines and regulations from the 71st Primetime Emmy Awards. This was from 2019. Now, this is the PDF file, okay? As you can see, it's several pages. Now, this is my internet browser. It says emmys.com/sites/default/downloads/2019-rules-procedures-v6.pdf. Okay, so I want to show you all that I have receipts here. Okay, now you scroll down, you see the Emmy, it say 2018-2019 rules and procedures. Okay, now I'm gonna scroll down a little further. It's the introduction, table of contents. What it say? Documentary/nonfiction programs, page 54 to page 58. So now we got to scroll down a little bit further here, because I call a spade a spade. I'm calling the Emmys out for their foolishness, for their evilness, for how they treat people. There needs to be some type of changes in this organization. I mean, this is outrageous. Okay? This makes no sense whatsoever for them to do something like this to a young girl after what they did with this Lying Neverland film. Makes no sense. Okay, I'm getting down the page. I'm getting there now. Okay. Now I want you guys to take a look at this. Area 97, Outstanding Documentary or Nonfiction Special. That's what Lying Neverland was. Okay, I want you to pay close attention to this line right here. Okay. It says the following devices may be considered acceptable in the documentary/nonfiction category. With the caveat, maybe I said that wrong, I don't know, I can't really see that word too well because it got something over it, that programs using such devices are subject to review at the discretion of the peer group executive committee. Now, this is the most important part you need to pay attention to. Recreations, including the use of performers or animation, if such recreations are fact-based and used for illustration purposes. Okay, this is how they broke their own rules in 2019 with Lying Neverland. It specifically says that if you recreate something, whatever you made, recreated, has to be the truth. It has to be based on facts. Okay, now, I want y'all to check this out. Okay, this is a picture of the end of Lying Neverland when James Safechuck was burning up an alleged Thriller jacket that was given to him. Okay, Wade Robson, they all were burning stuff up. Okay, now that's that, right? Okay, now this picture is a picture of a burning of the 25th anniversary, I guess, of the Thriller album or something. This allegedly was given to Wade Robson. And Wade Robson had a ton of stuff from Michael, okay? Now, it specifically said, I just read it, that if you're going to recreate something, it needs to be based on fact. They never burned up these items in real life, okay? Now, I'm going to show you a tweet that Julian's Auctions tweeted. And it says, Wade asked to remain anonymous and said that he did not want anyone to know that it was him selling the items in 2011. But we did not agree to that and listed it as the Wade Robson collection. He consigned multiple items and wanted us to sell items of his that had value. Okay, so this is Julian Auctions confirming that Wade Robson gave them items, Michael Jackson memorabilia to sell in 2011 because he was broke. But yet you see at the end of the movie, him and Jimmy burning stuff up. That was a lie. They never burned the stuff up in real life, which means that places the documentary automatically in a fiction category.
Okay, so I want to discuss that for a moment because I didn't get a chance to tell you guys before I showed the video. In 2019, I reached out to the Emmys, okay, and I spoke to a Dr. John Leverance. Dr. John Leverance has retired, okay. He was the senior vice president of the awards. He actually was the person that created the rules and regulations. And when I spoke with him, he specifically told me, he said, ma'am, just because you don't agree with the content of the documentary doesn't make it false. I said, this has nothing to do with me disagreeing with content. This film is in the wrong category. This film is fiction. It should go into your fiction category. If you're going to put it anywhere, it should go in the damn trash. Okay, and that's another story. But I specifically asked him this question, you guys. I said, was the film accepted in the documentary nonfiction category because it was shot in a documentary style from the filmmaker? And he said yes. So you know what that told me? What that is basically saying, people, is that as long as you shoot your film in the style of documentary, it could be submitted to the Emmys in the nonfiction category, and the content does not have to be the truth. That's basically what he told me. It doesn't matter if the content is true or false. It was shot like a documentary, so it can go into that category. And I even made a suggestion because I told him, I said, I will send you the facts. This film is fraud. These are lies. Michael Jackson was found innocent in a court of law. Wade Robson was interviewed. Corey Feldman was interviewed. Macaulay Culkin came in and testified. All these things were found to be false. Okay? These were false allegations. He was found innocent. That's the end of the story. Okay? So I sent an email to Dr. Leverance with all of the facts, how they lied about the train station. The train, he said that James Safechuck said that he was sexually abused by Michael Jackson in the train station in 1994. And the train, or one of those years, but the train station had not been built. No, he said that it was in 92 and the train station wasn't built to 93. It was something like that. Y'all got to go look it up because it was so much mess behind that. But at any rate, I sent him an email. And I also sent an email to the president of ABC because at the time I thought the Emmys were going to air on ABC. And I ended up emailing her an apology letter because I found out that the Emmys was airing on Fox. What I've learned about the Emmys is that the award show rotates. So each network will get an opportunity to air it. So some years it's ABC, some years it's NBC, some years it's Fox. It rotates all the networks. Okay. So I didn't know this at the time. So that's why I ended up emailing the new president of ABC. At the time, she was the new president. And I sent her an apology letter because I had the wrong network. But I was so used to the Emmys airing on ABC. So that's what happened there. So I sent an email with all of this information. I showed them where their rules are on page 55 in the rules and regulations book, and they did nothing. Okay. And I believe the reason why they didn't pull the film out of the nonfiction categories and put it in the fiction categories is because they didn't have enough pressure put on them. There were some members in the Michael Jackson community that did boycott the Emmys. But I just truly believe if we could have had the Jesse Jackson, the Al Sharpton, the Minister Farrakhan, and all of these people just come together and say, look, we are not going to tolerate this. This is wrong. These are lies. And if the Emmys, if you do not pull this film, we will go after all of your sponsors and we will tell our community not to buy their products. Then they would have pulled it. Okay. But it didn't get that kind of support. And it's unfortunate because Michael Jackson did so much for the world. Okay. He gave to over 39 charities. He gave to over $300 million to 39 charities. He bought a child a liver to save his life. He just was such a giving man. And to see his legacy trampled on like this, and now Hollywood is trying to use his daughter, and I'm calling the Emmys out on their bullshit. Okay, you people are fraud, you're fake, you're phony, and whoever made these decisions, you all are gonna burn in the lake of fire. Okay, because I guarantee you something gonna happen because it's called karma. See, and that's what you have to think about. And I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. You in this body a lot long. You are out of this body a lot longer than you're gonna be in this body. You need to think about where you're gonna end up when you get out of this body. Because wherever you end up is an eternity. It's forever. It's never ending. Okay. You need to get your soul and your heart right. So once again, for those of you who just come in on the live feed, I am just sharing with the world that the Emmys tricked Paris Jackson into being a presenter at the Creative Arts Emmys Awards, the same award show that awarded a film that lied on her father. They tricked her into being a presenter by telling her that they were not the same Emmy Awards. And I want you guys to tweet them, email them, post on Facebook. I want you to go after them for doing this to this young, naive girl. Okay, this makes no sense for them. They should have left her alone. How dare you go and ask this young lady to present an award as a joke to make fun of her? You didn't care about the backlash, or maybe you knew it would be backlash. That's why you did it. Well, guess what? I'm putting a stop to that. So you guys, please just be gentle with Paris. understand the dynamic of this situation. And if anyone is to blame, it's the people who approve this and the Emmys. And I just wanted to let you guys know this is a developing story. I'm going to try to watch the presentation tomorrow to see how this turned out. And I wish, and I told her, I said, Paris, if you would have told mama, when she called me mama, I said, if you would have told me that they signed you up and you were signed up to present at the Emmys, I would have told you to use that opportunity to make a scene. Okay, she could have been. I mean, can you guys imagine how that would have worked out if she could have been at the podium getting ready to present an award and she just stood there and said, I am here on behalf of getting retribution for my father. How dare you people ask me to come present an award and you give an award to a film that criticized and bashed my father? I'm not doing shit, and just walked off the stage. That would have been a hoot. I wish she would have told me, but her life is so fast. Um, and she just keeps it moving. So this is almost an hour. So I want to go ahead and log off here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I will do a follow-up. Perhaps I can get some Emmy winners or some Emmy nominated individuals on. I do know some people here in Chicago that have won programming Emmys because they do have local Emmy shows. And maybe we can do a follow-up. But let me say this. You have to be invited, okay, to be a presenter at the Emmys. So the Emmys knew exactly what they were doing, okay? And I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump hater, but I'm not a Trump supporter either. But Donald Trump was right when he said that the Emmys were fake, phony, and frauds, because they are. Okay, look at what they did to this young girl. I cannot, I am just so disgusted and so hurt, because not only I've always had my own dreams of winning an Emmy or going to the Emmys or what have you. And now it's like, unless they clean all this stuff up and get new people and apologize, I want nothing to do with the Emmys. The Emmys can kiss the northeast side of my fat ass going southbound or west tail. Fuck you. Fuck you, Emmys, for what you did to Michael Jackson's daughter, what you did to my daughter. She may not have been born from me, but she's of my spirit. I love this girl as if she came out of my own body. And I'm not going to let Hollywood, I am not going to let Hollywood destroy her. I love you, Paris. Mama is here from you, and I got your back. Okay. And this is going to be continued. Hallelujah and good night.